In 1 Corinthians 3, 7 through 9, it says, "So then neither he who plants is anything, nor he who waters, but God who gives the increase. Now he who plants and he who waters are one." So it doesn't matter. See, a lot of times we don't share the gospel because we're afraid they're going to say no. First of all, they're going to shut you down. Well, it doesn't matter, because if you just plant the seed in their mind, you're the same as the guy that waters it. The guy that gets to see that increase happening. The guy that starts to feed him a little more and more and more, right? A lot of those guys that came to me in jail had already heard the gospel somewhere. They had already had seeds planted, and they were already in the wrong place, the wrong time doing the wrong things. I had the privilege of being able to water while we were in there for when they came out. It was beautiful. But the person that planted the seed to begin with, whether it was their grandma or their mother or their brother or their sister, you're trying to get them to stop doing what they're doing, planting those seeds, that matters to God. It's the same thing. We have the same reward. We are one, and each one will receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are God's fellow workers. You are God's field, and you are God's building. See, right now, it's tough, it's hard for people to come to church. So we have to start going there and taking church with us. How do we do that? We're the field, and we're the building. That gives the message of reconciliation. That's us. That's who we are. That's what we should be doing, is going out. Don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to start asking questions, because it'll just spark conversations. And as you start to memorize these verses, you don't have to say them verbatim. You just have to know what they mean, and you have to give that message to them. It's always good when you can say, well, where does the Bible say that? Well, it says it in Romans 3:23. I think you already know. It's in your mind. It's implanted, and then they start to trust you, right? So let's go out and be that message. As we start to go along in this Christmas season, people might not be able to gather together. They might gather together. We don't know how things are going, how people are feeling. A lot of people are feeling depressed. A lot of people are cutting themselves. The suicides are up. We need to start asking questions to the people around us. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, tell me a little bit about yourself. I always thought it was fascinating how April loves going on the bus. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about this a week ago. She misses riding the bus. And I said, why do you miss riding the bus? She's all, because I miss talking to people that I don't know and hearing their stories and just sharing with them. She just misses it. I think we're all starting to miss it. But let's make every conversation count towards the message of reconciliation.